Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is 3 Cat Stitching, a channel about cross stitch. Normally I'm talking about the cross stitch that I am stitching, but today I have a video for you that is highlighting a lot of seasonal cross stitch patterns. So I myself personally am not a seasonal cross stitcher, but I know that a lot of other people are. They enjoy pulling out a whip for a season and then stitching on something else with a similar vibe or in a series for another season. So I'm just going to highlight some of them here, of course not all of them, but just some of the ones that I found, and we'll just get started. So first up I have this Stony Creek design, so they're just florals or flowers for every season. I think these are really pretty, and I would probably stitch them quite honestly. Next up is Erica Michaels, the For All Seasons pattern. So there's summer and spring, and then there's a second pattern that was released with autumn and winter. I think these are quite cute. I like the idea of the pillow finish. Up next, we have some Tiny Modernist patterns. So she has this tradition series where there's spring, summer, autumn, and winter, and I'll just have them show one after the other, where they're very similar layout with different vibes, right? So this summer one looks a little bit different than spring, and the quotes in them are different as well. And I just really like the vibe of these. I had the magazine that had the autumn one in it, but I did give it away because I don't think I would like to stitch all of them. Um, Tiny Modernist also has this sort of bell jar situation for seasons as well. Next up, Lila's Studio. You knew I had to talk about her. She just released the winter pattern at market. So there's spring, which I know a lot of people are stitching, and then summer, which I know a lot of people are also stitching. I think all of these patterns are beautiful, if not very stitch heavy. Autumn, I haven't really seen a lot of people stitching this one, and I do think personally it's my least favorite. I do like all the cats in there, but this is the beautiful winter. It was called Peace on Earth, but it's the Winter Quaker from Lila Studio. I love this one so much. I love the moose that's up there. So great. Next we have Erin Elizabeth. Erin Elizabeth has a number of seasonal patterns, but these sweet little houses with the name of the season are great. They're cute little pillow finishes, which I think is cute. They're not too big if you wanted to stitch them all, and they definitely have the vibe of the season, with summer being those bright ones, autumn being a little bit spookier, winter being muted. Really like these patterns. The next patterns that I have found are from Little House Needleworks. Now they have a spring, an autumn, and a winter in this series, but summer has not been released yet. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I do like the vibe of these and how it's kind of like a cutout where the motifs are. I think it's really cute. And I do like them. They're small, and I find them very subtle in terms of seasonal patterns. I really like these. Can't wait to see what summer looks like. These patterns are from Robin Pickens. So they're seasonal courier patterns. So Robin, oh, I love this one so much. I might stitch this one on its own, Blue Jay Summer. We see blue jays all the time in southern Ontario. The colors are beautiful. Blackbird's Autumn is really pretty too. I really enjoy those bright oranges. And then we have Cardinal's Winter, which I also think is very beautiful. Next up, Crochet Go-Go, the In the City pattern. So this is Spring in the City. I think I highlighted Spring in the City in my spring patterns, but they do have all of the other ones. They also have samplers, which all have big houses in the middle with the sort of sampler motifs, but I like these ones quite a bit. I think they're fun. They give me the vibe of like Christmas Village, but for other seasons, you know? So I might be tempted to stitch the summer one, to be honest. I don't know that I could stitch all of them, but there's at least one pattern out of all of these series that I would stitch. So Blueberry Ridge Designs has, again, smaller, subtler patterns, but they do all say spring, summer, autumn, winter. But I like these quite a bit, honestly. They're cute little sampler styles, with specific motifs, and I'm really starting to like Blueberry Ridge designs. They were kind of flying under my radar for a little while, but all of these pattern uh, what am I saying? Well, these are Jardin Prive, the Quakers. All of my research for patterns have really had me thinking about other designers that normally I wouldn't. Jardin Prive is a designer that I love, although I have one pattern um, from them, and I would love to stitch more. I think their patterns are just beautiful. These Quakers, we love a little Quaker moment. These ones are quite small. You can stitch them together or separate. I think these are cute. Next up, I have a little Prairie Schooler moment with just these sort of scenes of the houses and the changing seasons. I think they're cute. I like Prairie Schooler. Rosewood Manor. Ooh, I love these patterns, but they just feel like so much to stitch. I think I put these in the wrong order, but that's okay. I would probably pay somebody to stitch it so that I could have it on my wall, but I don't know that I would enjoy the process of stitching it myself just because they're a lot. But I think the reward of that, being able to look at it on your wall every day and say, I stitched that. Ah, I love these patterns. I think they're beautiful, and I love watching everybody work on them. I've not been convinced yet, but I get very close to being convinced. Ah, Lavender and Lace, the Celtic Ladies. These are also so beautiful. These are the things that are like very close to convincing me to be a fancy lady stitcher. But I couldn't, I mean, I think I would choose summer. My birthday's in the summer. That dress is so stunning. The colors speak to me in a beautiful way. I would stitch summer. Autumn is beautiful too. I like the deep blues and the yellows, or purple and yellow, periwinkle and yellow. And winter is also, they're all gorgeous, but I think if I were to stitch any one of them, it would be summer. Oh gosh. Next, we have a seasonal series from Sweet Wing Studio. These again are just tiny little sampler motif style patterns um, with just some motifs that speak of the season, and I think uh, they're fun. I love the flamingo in the summer one too, and these squirrels, they're pretty good in autumn, or gather a little autumn cross stitch pattern. That's what they're called. And then the last one is a little winter. And those birds being as big as the snowman, are you for real? Cute. 10 out of 10, Sweet Wing Studio. Of course, we have Summer House Stitchworks with their series, their ombre sort of style series. I've seen a lot of people stitch these as well. Love these ones. I think they're fun. I think it's different in terms of playing with color, and I think you can honestly really make it your own. I think I've seen a couple of people use like 3 shades on a color family type deal instead of doing exactly what is shown here, but I still have a Winter Cometh. Are you serious? Winter is coming, like Game of Thrones. Anybody? That show's so old now. Oh well, I love these patterns. Okay, next up we have Kooler Designs. Again, they have a ton of different spring, summer, autumn, winter designs, but who doesn't want cats? That cat with sunglasses? Are you kidding me? Laying at the beach? Hello? Madame Chantilly, everybody loves those tier trays. Yeah, these ones are cute. Honestly, I've been tempted by these too, but I really don't think. I actually am tempted to stitch these more as gifts for people. Like, I really think my sister would like the summer one. I do. I really think she would, because she likes sunflowers. I would just have to change the flag. She would also really like the autumn one. Do I stitch all 4 of these patterns for my sister? Is that what I'm deciding to do right now as I do this voiceover for you guys? Please convince me not to do that, because that's a lot of stitching. I love these patterns, but she'll never get them if I have to stitch them all for her. Next, we're moving into like some Etsy style patterns, ones that I found specifically on Etsy. Nara X Stitch Designs, we know I love her. These patterns are very cute. And then I found this, these are like seasonal D&D dice by non-player character on Etsy. I think they're so cool, and if you're like a D&D player, maybe it'll be super fun to stitch the 20-sided die with like a winter scene, right? Maybe it's cute. I don't know. I think they're cute. Next is Canvory UA. They also have a ton of designs like this. Different seasons or different, like looking through the same window in different seasons, that kind of thing. This is the garden set, so you're looking at a garden. I think they're all beautiful. I really love the one that represents summer. I just love a lot of flowers. Ooh, and these ones are so cute. I know that they're like kind of Mandela-y, but Tidy Patterns knows what's up. They speak to my like Stardew Valley gamer girl heart. I love these ones. They're so cute. Crafty Ninja Digital, I have a few different versions of patterns from them because they have a lot of these types of patterns. These are like the Hobbit house patterns. They have a Christmas themed one where there's a beautiful sparkly Christmas tree at the front. I don't really watch Lord of the Rings like that, but I want to stitch that one. These are beautiful fairies. If you're into fairies, not quite fancy ladies, or I know that like Nora Corbett and Bella Philippine have like fancy ladies for a season. Anyway, this is Sprouting Lupine. They have a deer for all of the seasons, which I think is quite unique, and I know it's one of their earlier designs, but I love all of these. Again, spring and summer really speak to me. Goffin Designs on Etsy as well. They have a number of patterns. I think I have 3 of them listed here. These are just Quakers, if you want something different. I like using like yellow for summer. I know people tend to, I think, use blue for summer. But then you have these little bird bookmark type deals. They're cute because you could stitch one for every season. And I like a good bird. Hey, speaking of birds, bird houses. This is the same thing, right? A bird house throughout the seasons. Yeah, love these. Just a couple more here from me. Glitch Stitch AU has the Stardew Valley seasons. I know a couple people have stitched like the autumn one that you'll see in a minute here, but this is the spring one. Really like it. I love that there's a cow on the beach in the summer one. If you play Stardew Valley, let me know in the comments down below. Because I love Stardew Valley, but I can never get past like year 3. By the time I hit year 3, I want to start all over again. So I don't think I've ever actually finished it. Here's the autumn one with the little cat and the horse and a witch hat. Like, of course, very Stardew Valley. The winter one is also very cute. I really like the winter one a lot. It really gives the vibe of winter in Stardew Valley. And I love it. This just makes me want to go play. Okay, Little Dove Designs, the seasonal hearts, or the heart of winter, heart of autumn, heart of spring, heart of summer. Love these. I know, was it X Stitch and Chill who did a stitch along last year or the year before for these? And when I saw them stitched up, oh, I was just floored. They're so beautiful stitched up. And again, I was tempted, but I would only want to stitch one. I don't think I would want to stitch them all. And I don't know what one it would be. They all looked really great when I saw her stitching on them. So good. And the last patterns that I have, certainly not the least patterns, right? There's so many more seasonal designs, but I want to keep these videos kind of short, sweet, is good old Lindy Stitches. She has a series of cats in varying plants. She also has the same sort of series style, but with dogs, in case you're a dog person. I am a dog person, but I have 3 cats, so I feel like I am obligated to show you the cat ones. This is the one I've stitched. I made a little bit of a change. I didn't do the top border, and I changed my cat to have a gray tummy to reflect my cat, who has a gray tummy. Yeah, love these patterns. They're so cute, and they're so fun. And yeah, perfect. Lindy Stitches patterns are perfect. What do you want me to say? Alright, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble on about seasonal patterns. If you have a series that I didn't feature here that's your favorite or that you're currently stitching, please let me know in the comments down below. These videos are not just for me to provide a list to you, but I hope that they're a bit more collaborative and people feeling like they can comment and share what they're working on. If you feel like you want to do that, please go ahead and do so. Of course, like and subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Take care.